On the screen, you can see a Java file by name basic.java. So as it is a Java file, it is having .java extension. And within this file, we are having a class by name basic. So other than this class, if you want to have one more class in the same file, then you can again create a class by using a class keyword followed by the class name. So in this Java program, we will be seeing how to create a class in Java file. That is, in same file, how we can create a class, and also in the project, how we can add a class and use its members in the program. So here we are already having a package basic.example, inside which we have created a basic class, a class by name basic. And in this class itself, we have added the public static void main method. So other than this class, if you want to have one more class in the same file, then we can use class keyword followed by the class name. So class name I'm going to take here as student. And the members of class are written within curly brackets. So we start the class with opening curly bracket and end the class with closing curly bracket. Now within the class, we will be having data members and member functions. So data members are nothing but variable declarations. So whatever data we want to use in the program, that we can declare in the form of variables. So variables are nothing but they are name given to memory location where the data value is stored. So I have taken here int id. So let's take int student id, STUID. And when I write semicolon, so this is declaration of the variable student id, which is of type integer. So it can hold integer data in it, and it's given a name STUID. It is a identifier for data. So we call it as data member. So it is one of the data members in the class student. Similarly, if I write string name, so string is a class or type in Java, which is used for string data in Java program. So other than the data types, for string type of data, we use the predefined string class, pre-declared string class, which will also be having the predefined string methods, which we will be using in some other session. So in uh, in this statement, I'm declaring a variable as name for the student, which I'm taking as STU name. So this is for student name, the variable which I have taken, and it is of type string, which can hold text type of data. So it is also a data member, which is of type string. Now let's create a member function. So member function is also called as method in Java. So whenever we write a function is nothing but block of statements which when executed it will perform some task. So whatever block of statements we write as a module, by giving it a name, we can execute that block of statements again and again repeatedly whenever we require it in the program, just by calling it by the function name. So if we are writing this function within a class, then it is called in Java as method or member function. So here I'm going to declare a method or member function. So for writing a method, we use return type, which is nothing but the result type of method. So whatever result the method is going to return, that type we will be mentioning followed by the method name. So method name I am taking as displayed details. So method name, I have taken display details, and beside the method name, we provide parameters. So for now, I am not taking any parameters, and also the return type, I have taken void because I do not want this method to return any value or result. So whatever statements we write within this method, only that gets executed whenever we call this method or invoke this method. So I want in this method a statement which should display ID and also the name. So I'm taking here system.out.println and using this statement, so system.out.println, and using this println method, which is a predefined method which is used for printing on the output screen or console. So here I'm using this for printing ID and name. So let's print ID and ID colon followed by the ID value. So the variable which contains ID is STUID, which I'm writing here within this statement. Now I want to display the name also, student name also in the same statement. So I am going to here add another space or separator, any separator like comma or pipe symbol you can take. And then I want to give name colon, and then I will be writing the variable which contains actually the student name, and end the statement always with semicolon. So you can take this displaying of ID in one line and displaying of name in another line, but I have taken in same line. So the string and the variable name you can separate with a plus symbol. So here ID as it is printed. Then when we write without double quotes STUID, then the variable value will be printed, and then again whatever is written in double quotations name as it is printed, and then stu name another variable which will be printing the value. So whenever we write variable name, its value will be printed. Whenever we write a string within double quotes, it is as it is printed. So the string and variable are always combined with the plus operator here. So for combining the string with any variable, we use plus operator like here. So this is a class student which is having data members and which is having a method display details. And now let's use or access these class members in the main method. So here in the main method, to access the student class members, we should create the object for class student, which I'm creating as S1. And I will be giving new and again student the class name. So the first is the class name followed by the object name equal to operator, and then the new operator which assigns the memory for every object, and then the constructor, or it is also a class followed by parenthesis. So this is a constructor call. Now with this statement, we created a object S1 for class student. Now using S1, I will be accessing student ID. So we can assign value to student ID by accessing it. And here I'm giving the value as 90. Similarly, another object I'm creating, same object I'm taking and accessing another data member, student name. And the name is a string type. So text data should be given within double quotations, which I'm giving as Ram. And then now we have the ID and name of student for the object S1. Now using the same object S1, I'm going to make a call to display details method like this. So here we created only one object S1 using which we are accessing the two data members ID and name. And we are giving the values for ID and name for which are for the object S1. And then with the same object S1, we are calling the display details method. Now let's see what will be the output for this Java program. So when I execute this Java program, I will be getting the details of students displayed. So how they are displayed on the console is like a string ID followed by the ID value, the string name followed by the name. So this is because of this display details method which we have defined here. So it is displaying ID and name in this manner which we got on the console. So here we added a class in the same file. So in a Java file, there can be only a single public class, and the other classes need not be declared public. There can be only one public class per file, per Java file according to Java conventions. So here we have taken the main method class as public and the other class is here not declared as public. Now, other than this class, if you want to add any other class to the same project, then you can do so by going to your project explorer, which will display your project details. So our project name is test_1. You can see uh, on top here the project name which is displayed. So here you can see the project explorer has come here, and here this is our project test_1, where we are having the src folder which is containing the basic package. So here under basic we are having example and example_1. The package is subdivided as example and example_1. So basic is the main package under which we are having the sub packages example_1. So in example, in basic.example, we have taken basic.java as one of the file, and the other class is x.java, which is this. So I'm going to show you how to add a class to the same package again. So for that, I'm going to right click on example, which is the package under basic. So right click on example, new, and then a class. So here you can see we got a dialog box by name new Java class. So here you can provide the details of your class like class name and the package name. Package name it has, because we have already selected this example package, it has already taken basic.example. If you wish, you can change here the package name. Then a new package will get created, and in that the class will be created. So for now, I'm taking the same package. Name of the class I'm taking as employee. So I'm here now taking employee. So student class I have already taken in the same file. Now I'm taking employee. So main method can be there only in one of the classes. So I'm not adding any main method to this class. And then you can just click on finish. So when I add employee class and when I click on finish, then a class by name employee will get created under the package basic.example. And now you can add details to this employee class, same like in this. So I'm copying this details and I'm just going to change the names of data member. Like I am going to replace this stu with emp. So I'm going to replace stu with emp. So you can see employee ID, employee name and ID. So this way, now I have changed the data member's name, which now belong to employee, and also have changed here the data members. Now this you can write employee, just for making a difference to that and this, to the student method and this method. So display emp details. Let's give the name for this method. So now to access these members in the main method, we need to create object for the employee class, which I'm going to create here now. Employee E1, let's take the object name, and new employee. This is going to create object for employee class, and then using E1, I'm going to access employee ID and employee name. So employee ID, which I'm giving as 123, and then employee name, which I'm going to give as Sarah. And then I'm going to display this employee details by calling the method display employee details like this. So now if I execute this program, I will be getting the student details displayed along with the employee details. So you can see ID 90 and name Ram, employee ID 123 and employee name Sarah. So because we did not give space here, we did not get space. If I give proper spacing here like this, then I get space also in the outputs, which is in console like this. And if you want to add here student, that also you can add in the display details method. So here let's add student. The same details will be now printed on output screen. Just the string is changed like this. So this is how you can add a class to the same file or as a different file in Java project while working in Eclipse IDE. So here I have used Eclipse IDE, in which I have created a package, and in that package I have taken one of the in the source file I have created a package basic. Under that, which I have created example package. In that I have added three classes: basic, employee, and X class. So employee I have added and shown you as a separate file, which is nothing but a Java class. And also in the basic.java file, I have created a class student in this manner. So this is how classes are used and created in Java.